you're probably thinking, seriously, Kim, another cooking video? Boring. Yeah, well, kind of. But you did click on this video, so it's like 50% your fault and still 50% my fault. But I am not taking all of the heat for this. But hey, if you stick around, I promise we're gonna have fun today. So, anyways, okay, this road is really bumpy, so you're like bouncing around. Sorry. Anyways, if you read the title, you know that we are making freezer meals today. I actually have a friend of mine, she's also expecting, but she's not been feeling super great lately. And so I was gonna make some freezer meals to take over there and then hopefully throw a few in my freezer. So yeah, we're gonna spend the day cooking, making freezer meals, and I promise I will get permission to share these recipes because I know that can be very annoying if you watch a video and then you can't have the recipe. I understand. Oh, there's a train! Where I used to live, we rarely saw trains moving, and here in Indiana there's always like trains coming or going, and I love it. It makes me so happy every time I see a train. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, freezer meal recipes. I am getting the recipes for you guys. So that's gonna be fun. I am driving over to the grocery store really quick to get a few things that I need to make the food, and then we're gonna go home and we are going to spend the entire day in the kitchen, which sounds so fun to me because I love cooking. If you've been hanging around my channel for a while, you are aware of the fact that I love cooking. And so yeah, the thought of spending this day in the kitchen, especially with you guys, makes me so happy. We're gonna run to the store real quick. Not making any promises that I'm gonna film in the store. Just know in your heart that I'm going shopping, and I will see you guys at home, or in the store if you're lucky. I don't know, we'll see how I'm feeling when I get to the store. Just kidding, I know how I'm gonna be feeling. Awkward. Okay, anyways, gonna wrap this up, so I will catch up with you guys after a little while. Oh my goodness, my biggest pet peeve is when people drive the wrong way on like these parking aisles at Walmart. And I was so busy filming, I didn't realize I was doing it. I was driving the wrong way. Oh my goodness, Kim, you embarrass me. Okay, let's go get groceries. Two of them because that was just so fun. Oop, just kidding, I needed two anyway. You guys, I filmed in the store. Look at me being a good little YouTuber. Also, I had a weak moment and got a pretzel from Ben's Pretzels. So yeah, should I wait till I get home to eat this? Yeah, am I going to? No, I'm gonna probably eat it right now. Also, this may be water or it could be Dr. Pepper. So you're gonna leave that up to your imagination. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna eat, so I will see you at home. Okay, I just got home and I often get comments asking me to do a grocery haul. So there's my groceries. I'm kidding. I'll show you what I got. Okay, we're gonna do this quick. So I have strawberries, have some brown sugar, and then some tortillas to make the enchiladas, butter, cheese, some limes for the cilantro lime rice, spaghetti, fettuccine noodles. Back here we have evaporated milk, and then we have some cream of mushroom and cream of chicken for the enchiladas. We have green chilies and chipotle peppers. We have got some oats. And then we have some cilantro. And then I have some shredded cheese in case this doesn't make enough. I'm planning on shredding this, but we'll see if it makes enough. Anyways, and then I got some onions and garlic and noodles. Have a upside down loaf of French bread, and then potatoes. And there you go. Okay, how do we feel about the flowers with the plaid print?
Ew!
Okay, so the first thing we're making is a marinade for a Chipotle casserole. The Chipotle casserole is chicken, rice, and black beans, and then you bake it, and then when you get it out, you can put the rest of your toppings on, whatever you like. I have a Chipotle chicken recipe that I just found, like a random recipe on Pinterest, and I really liked it. So I wrote it down and put it in my cookbook. So yeah. So the recipe for this chicken is in the description box, so. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next may be a little overwhelming, not just for you, but for me as well. I'm gonna get started on the chicken noodle soup, the spaghetti, and one other thing. Oh, I'm gonna start making the rice for the Chipotle casserole. So I'm gonna start all three of these at once. If you can't keep up with me, that's okay. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with me either, so we're all good. Okay, so I am very aware that there is a lot of confusion around how to make rice, so I'm gonna explain this really quick. So in a saucepan, you're gonna add a little bit of oil, 2 cups of rice. You're gonna kind of fry that until most of the rice grains are getting a little lighter, whiter in color. Then you're gonna add 4 cups of water, turn your heat up, and mix it, but don't stir your rice often. The more you stir your rice, the stickier it's gonna be. Hang on a second. I'm gonna burn my rice if I'm not careful. Anyways, where was I? And then you boil it with the lid off. That's another thing, don't cover it. Boil it with the lid off, and then you boil it down until there's no water left. And the way you're gonna be able to tell this is not by stirring it. You're gonna just like reach in with your spoon and move the rice aside and see if the water pools into that little hole. If water is pooling in, you need to cook your rice a little bit longer. As soon as you pull that rice to the side and there's no water down at the bottom, turn the heat off, put the lid on, let it sit for 15-20 minutes. You can let it sit however long you want. Anyways, then as soon as you're ready to eat, take the lid off, fluff it up with a fork, and you're good to go. I need to go stir my rice or it's gonna burn, so give me a second. And if this isn't the way that you make rice, that's okay. You can add your recipe in the comments. That way, anyone that's looking for a rice recipe will know where to look. Okay, so the chicken that I'm using in the chicken noodle soup is just canned chicken. If you keep canned chicken around, then this recipe is really easy and a really quick meal idea. If you don't have canned chicken laying around, you can obviously just make chicken and then chop it up and add it to your soup. Very easy. I don't know if you have one of these or if you've ever seen one of these to fry hamburger, but next to the light bulb, I would say this has got to be like the best invention ever. So right now I'm seasoning the ground beef for the spaghetti sauce. I'm adding salt, pepper, garlic powder, onions, all kinds of good stuff. And then I'm adding the carrots, celery, and onions to the chicken noodle soup. And this is spaghetti sauce that I actually made and canned myself. I grew the tomatoes in my garden this past summer. So hopefully this coming summer I can grow some more tomatoes and hopefully share this spaghetti sauce recipe with you. As you can see, when I'm cooking, I don't like to measure anything. So when I'm writing the recipes in the description box, just adapt them to the amount of people that you're cooking for. Okay, so ignore the mess behind me. I guess there is some real life for you. Anyway, so the soup and the spaghetti are finished. For the Chipotle casserole, the rice is done and the chicken is still marinating. It has to marinate for a little bit longer yet. But right now I'm working on making some chicken enchiladas and then meatballs yet. So let's go. Next we are going to make the spaghetti. To the meatballs. I have 2 pounds of ground beef and then 1 pound of sausage. So then we're going to mix that together, add in some other things, and we're done for the day. Okay, as far as the sauce for the meatballs, there is a barbecue sauce recipe that goes with this meatball recipe. And I will put that in the description box for you, but I'm gonna use just some good old barbecue sauce, and I'm gonna thin it down a little bit. My family always really liked it like that, and so that's just kind of what I do now. But if you are looking for the actual recipe, description box, go check it out. Okay, so I'm getting ready to put the Chipotle casserole together. My husband got home from work a little bit ago, and so he decided to just grill the chicken for me, which is incredible. And so, yeah, I'm gonna fluff the rice up. I'll show you how I do that so you can kind of get an idea of what I was talking about earlier. And then we're gonna assemble the casseroles, and then we're done. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see, but we've got meatballs. Both of these are meatballs. We've got some chicken enchiladas, and this is also chicken enchiladas. And then spaghetti. And another thing is spaghetti. And then the Chipotle. And then we have 2 bags of chicken noodle soup. And then I am keeping 3 for Daryl and I to put in our freezer. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go throw these in the freezer and call it a day. It has been a busy day, but I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me a little bit. I will have all of the recipes down in the description box, so go check those out. Lots of fun ideas. So whether you are looking for a quick meal idea or you want to go all out and make a bunch of freezer meals, now you can do that. So make sure you check out the description box for all of the good stuff. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will be looking forward to hanging out with you again next week on Tuesday. So we'll see you then, guys. Bye.